So this is how I set up a micro recycling facility in my garage recycling plastic bottle top lids. It all started when I received this shredder, and then I started sifting through a whole bunch of plastic lid waste to sort out the suitable lids, and then this is all of the lids I was left with. I then put all of the lids through the shredder so that they could be more easily recycled, and then after all of the shredding was done, my injection machine arrived. This is the machine that does all of the recycling. It melts the shredded plastic inside of it and then injects the plastic into a mold. These are medication Webster packs, and they were going into landfill, but a chemist gave them to me to recycle them into stuff. I started off by cutting them all up so that they could fit through my little shredding machine, and then once all of the plastic was shredded, I scooped it up and poured it into my injection machine. It's inside this machine that the plastic gets melted so that it can be pushed into a mold. And since I was able to get so much plastic from the Webster packs, I was able to use multiple of my molds, and I was actually really happy with the results. I've really never used these kind of color combinations before, so I was always really surprised whenever I opened each mold to see how the plastic melted together, and it turned out to be pretty unique.
You just said it there, this is actually a very unique thing. The fact that he's just getting recyclable packets and recycling them, shredding them, melting them, crushing them, and turning them into these really cool, extravagant objects with really funky designs and hexagons and squares or whatever, all instilled onto the design. He must have a real passion for doing things like this because he's got all the equipment. It's really clever. I must admit, this was really, really clever. Let's see what else he can do.
I have been waiting for this moment for years. I am finally going to recycle my empty Body Shop product packaging into stuff.
He's doing it for the love of it, isn't he? First he's recycling packets, and now he's recycling Body Shop labels. And he's also doing it for your armors. And this is a really good, empowering, inspirational piece of footage of just showing the importance of recycling, because if nobody recycled, then what would the world come to?
So I make these little recycled discs from plastic bottle lids that were destined to go to landfill, and I do it by first shredding up the plastic and then pouring the shredded plastic into my injection machine. It's inside this machine that the plastic gets melted so that it can be pushed into a mold, and this is what comes out of the mold.
I love the narration as well on this. He's literally giving you a step-by-step process, so what you're seeing is what he's describing, and it really helps you understand what happens when you recycle.
This is how I recycled a bunch of toothpaste tubes into jewellery. I started by removing all of the lids and then cutting slits into the tubes so that any excess toothpaste could be more easily washed out. After they were all clean, I cut them up into smaller pieces so that they could fit through my shredding machine.
My only query with this is really, okay, he's recycling all these things that all just go to landfill, and he's making these things, but what's he do once he made them? Because surely you're not after just going to keep them all around your house. Is he throwing them away? Because if he's throwing them away, then surely that's just as bad as what would have happened if he went to landfill in the first place. But nonetheless, it is still a very positive thing to have happened.
Send in your videos to be featured on our channel. Thanks for watching awesome videos. Like and follow.